Back when I worked as a financial analyst during the 2003-2008 period, my days were filled with creating comprehensive Excel-based financial models on companies that I was tracking. These models were meticulous. They incorporated every possible financial metric that I knew about, all market trends that I could come across, and all scenarios that I could think about. They were like maps of the businesses I analyzed and provided a very structured and seemingly accurate representation of the financial health of the businesses. As time passed and as I made more and more such models, I became increasingly reliant on them. They were like my trusted guides in making investment recommendations and predictions. I believe that with those models as my map, I could navigate the complex world of investing very successfully. But as I gained experience and insights and also passed through the 2008 global financial crisis that brought to knees almost all those financial models and their projections, a realization dawned on me. These meticulously crafted financial models, while being valuable tools, they were not the same as the actual businesses on ground. I understood that they could not capture the intangible factors, the real world challenges, or the unpredictable dynamics that businesses and markets faced. Now, when I look back at those days and the realization I had, I am reminded of the ancient philosopher Lao Tzu, who said that the Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. When I read this quote for the first time, it reminded me that words and descriptions can never fully capture the essence of something as profound as the Tao. And similarly, in our lives or in the world of investing, our maps, which is like financial plans, the strategies we make, the financial data we study, the market analysis we study, they can never fully represent the depth and complexity of the territory, which is the market, the business, and the economy in itself. Let me try and bring this concept to life by telling you a relatable story from your daily life. Imagine you're on a road trip with your family or friends and you're relying on your meticulously planned map. As you venture deeper into your journey, you discover that the territory has its own unique beauty, rhythm, and surprises. The map may guide you for some time, but it cannot capture the full experience of the open road. Just as in a road adventure trip, in investing too, we often rely on maps, things like financial statements, things like market analysis, things like investment strategies. However, these maps are not the same as territory, which is the actual businesses and markets we invest in. The idea that the map is not the territory was a concept that originated from the work of Alfred Korzybski, who was a Polish American mathematician and philosopher. He used this idea to convey the fact that most people often confuse models of reality with reality itself. According to him, models are tools that are created to represent real world things or phenomena. However, they are not identical to those things. In other words, models are abstractions of reality and do not capture all the intricacies and nuances of the actual real world. Also, even the best models require interpretation. When we use a model to understand or predict something, we have to interpret the model's output in the context of the real world. This interpretation step introduces a level of subjectivity and potential for error. And this is not to take away from the fact that models are imperfect by nature because they are simplifications. Like most of my financial models were simplifications when I was making them with great confidence in the 2003-2008 period. These models basically distill complex information into manageable forms, but in doing so, they necessarily leave out some details and sometimes a lot of important details. This imperfection means that models can never provide a complete and exact representation of reality. And worse, people might rely too heavily on a model's quantitative precision or predictive power, assuming that it can predict or explain everything accurately. And this tendency to overestimate a model's capabilities can lead us to incorrect conclusions. Anyways, now that we have our story and its foundation, let's delve deeper into how this concept applies to the world of investing. Consider the stock market. When you invest in a company stock, you are essentially investing in a map of the company's performance. This map may be based on historical data or financial projections and market analysis. However, it cannot predict the unexpected events or shifts in investor sentiment that can impact the territory, which is the actual market. This becomes especially relevant during times of market volatility. Investors may have well researched maps and strategies and have learned all those wise quotes from Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. But when market conditions change rapidly, we may find ourselves unprepared to navigate the unpredictable territory. This concept also ties in with behavioral economics. Our emotions, biases, heuristics, they can lead us to create maps of investments based on fear or greed or envy rather than rational analysis. And this can result in poor investment decisions. And so, to navigate the world of investing successfully, it's very crucial to remember that the map is not the territory. It's important to take a long term perspective and focus on the fundamentals of the investments you choose. Instead of getting caught up in the short term fluctuations, consider the underlying strength of the business that you are invested in. In addition, allocating your investment across different asset classes and industries helps you spread the risk. It's like having multiple maps to navigate different territories, which reduces the impact of a single investment ups and downs. So, whether you are a seasoned investor or just starting out, this mental construct of the map not being the territory is a valuable principle to keep in mind. It should remind you to approach investing with complete humility, to avoid overconfidence in your predictions, and to stay focused on your long term goals. Just like Lao Tzu cautioned about the eternal Tao. While maps are indispensable tools, they can never fully capture the depth and unpredictability of the territory. That's all for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this exploration. If you found this information valuable, please share it with your friends and fellow investors and subscribe to my channel for more insightful content. And as always, keep learning, keep diversifying, and remember to separate the map from the territory. That is your plans from reality. Until next time, happy living and happy investing.